At my graduation party, my godmother pulled me aside and asked, "What did you do with all the tuition money I've been sending your father for you these past 4 years?" "What money?" The words came out before I could even process what she'd asked. My godmother's eyes went from me to my father, and I swear I watched the blood drain from his face in real time. His beer bottle just hung there in midair, and for the first time in my life, I saw my dad look genuinely terrified. Something cold settled in my stomach, but I forced a laugh because this had to be some weird misunderstanding, right? She pulled out her phone like she was showing me photos from her vacation. Completely casual, but what I saw made my knees buckle. $8,000 every semester for 4 years. I was literally looking at $32,000 in transfers to my father's account. He said you were bad with money and needed help managing it. Told me not to mention it since he was teaching you responsibility. Bad with money? I wanted to scream. I'd been surviving on 4 hours of sleep for 4 years, working 3 jobs just to cover tuition. The campus bookstore until midnight, then up at 4 a.m. to clean offices before my 8 a.m. lectures. Weekends waiting tables until my feet bled through my shoes. And this whole time, there was money? My money? She kept talking. Something about financial aid gaps, and started pulling out canceled checks from her purse. When she spread them across the picnic table and I saw my name on every memo line with my father's signature on the back, I felt something inside me break. Not snap, break. Like whatever part of me that trusted the world just shattered into pieces I'd never get back. "You've been stealing my tuition money while I worked myself to death." The entire party froze. Mom's champagne glass shattered on the patio. Her face told me she had no idea. I saw her pull out her phone and step away, hands shaking. Dad mumbled about explaining, and when I asked what he spent my money on, each answer was worse than the last. The kitchen renovation, my brother's truck, some investments that failed. Then my godmother stood up. "You charged her rent, $500 a month. She told me she couldn't visit because she was paying you." The party gasped. "He stole my tuition and charged me rent on my childhood bedroom while sitting on $32,000 of my dollars." Then I remembered the emergency room. When I collapsed at work last year, he said insurance covered everything. I pulled out my phone, showing everyone the payment app. $800 a month for a year for collapsing from exhaustion while he had my money. The scholarship, the full ride I turned down sophomore year because he said we made too much. But he filed my taxes. We didn't make too much. He just didn't want them seeing the financial aid forms. Did you just say she turned down a full ride? A guest I didn't even know was staring in horror. $70,000 in scholarships. Gone. My brother suddenly looked sick and mentioned the campus housing job I'd turned down. Free room and board that dad said would look bad on my resume. I turned down free housing to pay him rent with money I earned while he stole my tuition money. Then my godmother dropped the bomb. Today at graduation, she thought she could finally ask about all the money. But this wasn't just 4 years. She'd been sending money since my freshman year of high school for my ACL surgery. He told her not to mention it because I was sensitive about the injury. The surgery I never got. The knee that still doesn't work right. The athletic scholarship I lost. 8 years. I've been sending money for 8 years. The backyard was silent except for Mom throwing up in the garden. My godmother was already on the phone with her lawyer, talking about federal charges. The numbers made everyone gasp. 60,000 for my surgery, 32 for college, who knows what else. Mom stood up slowly. The 100,000 my parents left me for the house down payment. That bad investment you said you lost. You stole that too, didn't you? His silence told us everything. She told him to get out. I could hear sirens getting closer. She must have called them when she stepped away earlier. Then she held up her phone. "Your mother just called me. She's been sending you money for 8 years to help with our daughter's expenses. $500 a month. She wants to know why you never visit or answer her calls." He ran for his car, but 2 police cruisers were already pulling into the driveway.